Today, I would like to welcome my guest who's an expert in supply chain management and digitalization. He has been listed as a top in the supply chain by All Things Supply Chain, Thinkers 360, Flexport, and even Pleco. He has been spoken in over 40 conferences and given keynotes and panel channels and panel discussions as well in UK, USA, Ukraine, Azerbaijan, Mexico, Canada, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, even Egypt, my home country, and UAE, my beloved city. I would like to welcome Dr. Muddassir Ahmed. Hi, doctor.
Thank you, Deena. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. I'm the one who's supposed to thank you. Thank you very much for being here today.
Great. That's my first podcast on career, and I'm very passionate about this topic right now in my job because we are into training and consulting businesses, developing people, and of course 17 in industry. That's a great introduction. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm the one who's supposed to thank you. Thank you. And since you're an expert in the supply chain and the digitalization, but today, honestly, I want to take you through the career development.
Sure.
And I know that you have been coaching a lot of leaders across different industries. So I want to ask you, Dr. Muddassir, how do you see now the career development has been evolving all around the years?
I think the career development before was not supposed to be the thing. When I started my career, let's call it 20 years ago, that was not even on the table. Nobody was to talk about it, right? But now I work for Eaton, a big company, 12 years, and Bristol. So there has been, I come across this term of career development or career progression or career development plan, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I've learned. But it used to be a thing called structured pathway. For example, they used to see me as a functional leader and they say, oh, you have to develop your leadership skills and maybe gain commercial skills. Then we make you to, plant manager, general manager, and then you go to C-level. It's pretty much a defined path.
Yeah.
What has changed right now is because of the whole digitalization and so much content and I would call it post TikTok and Instagram reel era.
Yeah.
There's so much good advice out there, right? And I know a lot of people, they do have an education in something else. Like I know an Egyptian guy named Yusuf. He has an automotive degree, but he's an absolute expert in digital marketing, and that's what he does for a living.
Yeah.
So if somebody wants to change their career pathway, what they have to do is to basically go and understand, where they want to go and how to get there, right? So this is all journey, the whole journey of career development has been expedited by a lot of good information. Your podcast, Career Now, is one of the, let's call it, tools and information content available, which people should watch and learn from it. So this is, I think, the biggest change, right?
Okay,
Not relying on the people or the HR manager or director. There's so much good advice out there, so much content creators out there that you can go and change that now. So that's the podcast era. Now, since November 2023, now you got the best coach available on your phone, which is your LLM apps. Could be ChatGPT, Gemini, DeepSeek, Coke. You literally go in, you upload your CV, and you can ask, this is what I want to do, what should be my career plan, and actually the ChatGPT AI will tell you what to do as well. We have created a competency assessment app, which does it for you if you want to go and check SEM2 out. So right now, I think the issue which has who to talk, that issue solved.
Yeah,
now,
done.
It's now down to yourself how you take the good advice and implement it. That's the biggest change.
That's great. You know, Dr. Muddassir, what I thought about from your words is that before it used to be the career development mainly a company driven.
Yes.
Like the company is pushing me to go to a certain path.
Yeah.
Or let me say it, a degree driven. I have this degree. I have this MBA.
Yes.
Nowadays, I think it's not longer anymore like this.
No,
it's
absolutely
more
not.
Personalized.
Absolutely not. I mean, take my kids. My son is now 17. He's a sports person. I'm not really worried what degree he's going to do, honestly, because I think basic education is important. You just need to be good in math, science, English, understand technology.
Yeah.
And after degree, you will decide what you want to do and then work somewhere to be very sure what you want to do and then do the masters.
Yes.
So education is still important. Don't get me wrong.
Definitely.
Yeah. So education is a must. But the worry of what career you want to do will decide. Like, for example, I have a degree in textile engineering. After 1.5 years, I realized I don't want to be engineer because it's not the money. I was a position holder. Degree always helped me, engineering degree. But I choose to do master in supply chain, PhD in supply chain. And since then, I'm the most passionate person I know about the topic, right?
Yeah, regarding this passion, the most passionate person, it comes because you were able to create your own skills.
Absolutely correct.
I created my skills. I
You are
worked
right.
on them. And along the way, as you said, that there are people to support, coaches, mentors, even if it's an automated coach.
Yes.
But there are people there to support the skills that I want to gain.
And I'm going to talk about this more because I know we had a planning what to talk, and I've got
Yeah.
some good tips and examples.
Yeah,
So
for sure. I'll ask for your
let's-
advice for this. Very
I'm
good.
going to tell you how I think the people think how to find the right coach, right?
Yes.
So we talk about that.
This is very important. Type, since we're talking now about the coaching, I want you to clarify for us what is the difference between counseling, coaching, and mentoring?
Yeah. So mentoring means sharing from your experience. As a coach, you share, okay, I was this, I was doing that, right? And this is what I've done in this scenario. So mentoring is sharing my experience,
Okay.
right? And this is where the right mentor is important because, for example, I am a supply chain guy and I want to learn marketing. I'm not going to talk to a supply chain guy, right? I want to learn to somebody like marketing,
Yes.
right? They okay, teach me what to do. So that person gonna share my experience. Coaching is more about understanding the person who you're talking to, understand their need, understand their values, understand their goals, and then give them advice to get to where they want to get to.
Okay.
Right. So mentoring, more sharing experience. Coaching is about understanding them, understanding their goals, and giving them advice. Right.
Yeah.
And the third one was counseling.
Counseling.
So counseling, and why I mean, like as we know this, your therapy, counseling. I'm not expert in this, but my view in here is very reflective, right? Reflective. Sorry, not reflective. Is more healing sort of approach. That means you have a past issues, whatever, and we're gonna understand this and gonna tell you we're going forward. So that's what I think.
Yani, what I understood is that the counseling, it's mainly for severe cases or
Yes.
deep cases where big transitional factors, big career shift where I need really counseling.
Right.
But the coaching is like on the go.
Yes.
Someone on the go with me.
Yes. No. Mentoring is more on the go.
Okay.
Coaching is more structured.
Coaching is more
Structured, yeah. Because I think coaching has a 3-step. So, for example, if I'm your coach, so I'm going to understand what you are good at.
Okay.
Right? What's your strengths? What's your values? Because everybody has values are very important. I think there's one word of in corporate world they're using a lot of good words: emotional intelligence,
Yeah.
goals, strength, opportunity for improvement, leadership, 360. Great, but I think there's one word which is not used enough in the whole coaching and HR world is values.
Yes.
Because everyone have a different values. So, for example, if you are Muslim, Egyptian, you don't drink, etc.,
Yeah.
people think that put me into a space of disadvantage, going up in the ladder because you have to, let's say you have to drink and party to go up. And I think this is and this was my issue before I went to Europe and all that. I work for an American company. And to a certain extent, there is because I don't want to do after party, for example, because I don't
Yeah.
drink. Yeah. That's my values.
Yeah.
So now the company needs to understand if there's a top talent there, what's that person values? How we can compensate. The networking is important.
Yeah.
Super important.
Yeah,
Right?
for sure.
And without that, you won't be able to go to the right places, talk to the right people.
Yeah.
So network is important, leadership is important, socialization is important. That's great. But how you fit that a company culture, because there's an element of the culture with that person value, if you see that person as a top end, or you forget about company, you yourself.
Yeah.
So you want to be true to yourself. You want to have your strong values.
Exactly.
And the values are important, which makes you who you are.
Exactly.
Right? And how to keep the values and go there. So that's the first part. So as a coach, you have to understand person value, goal, strength. I don't like the word weaknesses, and I hate when they ask in
me
the
too.
interview, tell me what your weaknesses. Like,
I don't
piss
like
off.
it, honestly.
Piss off, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you. Any sane person won't tell you, right?
Me too. I don't like it at all.
Yeah,
At all.
exactly. So I'd rather use the word opportunities for improvement.
For development.
For
Yeah,
development. So,
exactly.
so you know that. Then you need to understand where you are in terms of what's your competencies, right? Both the soft and I'll use the word competencies now. I think it's a good place to explain.
Yeah.
And I have this picture in supply chain space, and I think that picture can apply to any profession right now, any function right now. So I call it this. If you call it one circle, we call it technical competencies, right? So let's call it marketing, because or product development, right? So you need to know your digital marketing, trade marketing. You need to know SEO. You need to know how to do a good newsletter, content creation, all that. So this is all technical stuff. By the way, I'm not a marketer. I'm just, because I'm a business person, so I know this
so
is
you
required.
understand
Right?
it. Very good.
And then you got this soft, I would call it soft skills, or people, I rather call it people skills. Soft skills is whatever, right? That means your leadership skills, communication skills, networking, managing up, managing down. This is very important. So historically, that used to make a good professional. And in fact, there is I think, is a quote or research from Dale Carnegie. You know Dale Carnegie, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So
I
how
know.
the Win Friends Influence People, one of the best books written ever, right?
For
And
sure.
I recommend to everybody.
Yeah.
So he said that 73% of your career success, comes from your communication skills and presentation skills.
Yeah.
Only 23%, 27% come from your technical skills.
Technical.
So
only
technical
27%.
27%.
Technical
skills. And people,
oh my God.
especially engineers, like tech people, they emphasize so much. I'm a great coder, I'm a great engineer. Mate, that's why you're not going far, because you're not focusing on the soft skills, people skills.
On the people.
Right?
Yes.
And now there's a third element. I call it digital competencies. Right? You just can't say, oh, I don't use ChatGPT because it's artificial. No, wait. You got to learn to use prompting.
Definitely.
You got to learn how to digitalize everything. You got to learn all the digital tools available in your domain, whatever your domain is.
Yeah.
Without that, you won't be able to use your technical competencies. Without that, you won't be able to use your people skills.
Perfect.
So now, as to come back to answer your question on the coaching, understand the person, values, goals, and then we see what are the person current state is. Current state of technical competencies, people competencies, and digital competencies.
Technical, people
and digital.
And now the digital is part of the equation.
Of course, yes. It was not there 4 years ago.
Definitely, it was not
Right?
there.
It's a must right now. Let me give you one more example. A lot of supply chain people contact me and say, oh, I want to do this, I want to do SMG courses, but does it require any coding? And our answer is, sorry, mate, yes, it does. You need to know Python a bit. You need to know how to use no-code solutions and things like this. You need to know Power Automate and things like this.
Yeah.
And they say, oh, we can't. But it's a must. If you don't do it, you're going to be staying behind. So he's
by the way, now my kid, he's 7 years and is taking coding in school. Yani,
MashaAllah.
It's started to become part of the curriculums as well.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
I can relate.
So going back to the coaching steps, understand the person, understand the competencies, and then you say, okay, where you want to go, where you are right now, where you want to go.
Yeah.
And then this part is strategy. Okay. Yeah. How are we going to work together to get to where you want to get to? Sorry, long answer, but that's the steps.
I love it. But you mean that where to go?
Yeah.
This is where the mentorship, hands in hands, we start together.
No, mentorship still. So the thing is, in the coaching, as a coach, I don't want to own your plan. It's your plan.
It's my plan.
It's your plan.
Definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
I want to tell you, is the plan make sense? Is the strategy make sense? Are you doing the right things to get to where you want to get to?
Okay.
Are you doing the right networking, right people skills?
Yeah.
Learning to code, for example, right? Are you becoming a good leader, a good communicator? Are you going into keynote speaker? So for example, if I know you're doing a great podcast, mashallah, you're a great speaker. If I'm your coach right now, I'm going to say, okay, go and speak in conferences and things like this. Now, mentoring is, with your example, I say, mentoring, and you say, Muddassir, great idea. I think I should speak on the conferences, have more visibility and my brand visibility, because I want to develop in myself into career coaching, and hence the podcast career now. Therefore, you're here. So what is my tips? And my answer would be, I've spoken into 40 plus conferences globally.
MashaAllah.
Right? Thank you. And then I'm going to say, in my experience, these are the tips. You have to become a storyteller. You have to look into the eye contact of people.
Sharing experience.
Yes. So this part is mentoring.
Yes, I got it. It's like, it's not mimicking. It's not mimic, but it's like sharing your experience, and I can do it my own way.
Yes. And then you share my experience, and then you think, okay, then what's my values, what I know, what I don't know, and how this experience of what mentoring experience Dr. Muddassir shared adopt to myself and my values and my personality and my strengths.
I tailor it to myself.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you become your coaching plan or learning plan and your strategy, and you implement it. It's your plan.
Perfect. And regarding your plan, this is very critical, because during the career development or the coaching, there is something that most of the coaches, they fall in it, is that they think that the coach is here to give me the solution. where no, it's not my responsibility. You are the coach, you need to help me. I want you, Dr. Muddassir, to share with us is that it's all about the responsibility of the coachee, by the way. It's not the coach responsibility. I'll just lighten up the way for you. I'll ask you some questions just to get some insights, but the answer is with you. It's not with me as a coach.
Deena, you're absolutely right. And let me give you an example, which was shocking, which was shocking 20 years ago, but if I reflect right now, it's not. So I finished my engineering degree, right? And we were like 40 courses, and we were going to industry, and industry was like rubbish. And we were like, we think we're the smartest people on the city, and we were, you know, when engineering, and we were in the first batch, and I was a position holder. And after 3 months, we went to our vice chairman, Dr. Muddassir, and I asked him, hey, you taught us 40 different courses. Industry is something else. I think I wasted my time. And he said, no. So what we did with you, we give you a 40 windows.
Okay.
In your brain. What you need to figure out is which window to look at to find your path. And I think if I reflect on this line right now, at that point I thought he's just BSing us, right? He's just buffing us off. But if I think right now, being 20 in the industry, I think he was so right. He was so right.
Oh, this is surprisingly amazing.
Yeah.
And they were able to tackle it?
Yes. So as you just said, our job as a coaches or whoever the coach is to show you windows.
Yes.
Show you different options and show which one makes sense to you and maybe help you select one few.
Yeah.
But to look out from that window and to find your journey, which direction you want to go, is 100% on you.
On me.
Yeah.
Regarding بقى خلاص, I checked the windows.
Yeah.
I understood.
Yeah.
I have very high self-awareness. But when it comes to implementation,
Yeah.
I don't take actions. And I face a lot of people like this.
Yeah.
I was one of them.
Yeah.
I used to have a very, very high self-awareness, but I wasn't taking any action. Zero implementation. So how do you see this as a hard part to tackle?
Right. So I'm glad you sent me the topic before, and I was thinking, because I'm an engineer, and the thing with the engineers we are very let's call it structured in our brain, right?
Yeah.
It's like a mini computer sitting and like a lot of folders and structures and formulas. And I always believe that easiest way for me to learn is to put things into a framework.
Yes.
Right. So what's my coaching framework? And I call it AAA. Right?
AAA.
Right?
Nice.
So that means awareness, alignment, action. So I'm going to repeat again. AAA coaching framework, if you want to call it.
Yeah.
Awareness, alignment, action. So before I talk about action, I need to explain the first two of them.
Yeah,
so we
please.
talk about awareness quite a bit already, right? I think we can explore more, but the awareness part is important, and mentoring help you create awareness. Your own self-reflection help you create your reading ability, your habits, and I think we're going to talk about habits later on as well.
Yeah,
and
please.
actually, habits got a lot to do with the action.
Yeah.
Right. So you create your self-awareness. You were there. So let's don't dwell on it. Move on. Then create an alignment. And I think this alignment part is important between mentor, mentee, coach, coachee, whatever.
Yeah.
Right. That okay. What is the expectation here? And I think as a coach, when I do coaching calls for people, and I get paid and we got very good reviews, I say I have developed a thing called career development plan. Right, it's basically one slide, and I think I can send it to you, and you can put into the description as well.
Yeah, please. If I can put it on the screen, it would be
please do the load
for
into
sure,
some
I'll
sharing
be
drive and do that. So it's got your current strengths and competencies,
Okay.
your short-term goals, your long-term goals, and at the bottom it has an action plan.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you can't write an action plan at the bottom if you're not aware of your current strengths, if you're not aware of short-term goals, and you don't aware of your long-term goals. Right? You need to have a clear visibility of short-term and long-term goals, because your strength, what you don't know, your short-term goals, long-term goals will dictate the action plan.
Yes, but a lot of people, they know this part.
Do you know this part?
They know
Okay.
the long term, or with the mentor or with the coach, they get the alignment, the awareness, and then the alignment, and they set the plan. But when it comes to action,
So awareness, alignment. So they know their short-term goals. You're saying they know?
they weren't knowing it, and the coach or the mentor, they helped them to know it. So I know the plan,
You know the plan.
but I don't implement.
No, you don't know the plan. You know your short-term goals and you know your long-term goals.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so you know that, right? Now you wrote a plan. Now the issue, what you're trying to ask me is, I don't implement it.
Yes, a lot of coaches, they're like pushing the coachee. Khalas, go and implement. They are not stepping outside the comfort zone.
So to understand the point here, are you saying, should I explain from the coachee perspective why they are not good in implementing and what other things they have to do? That's what you're asking?
Exactly. What prevents the coachee to take action?
Good, very good. Now, so one book is very famous. If you're not ready, you should read. It's called Atomic Habits. Right? And I don't want to brag, and I apologize if I come across as I'm bragging, but I'm absolutely not. I'm trying to be share my experience. I'm one of the best people who I know in execution and anything, and people give me this, lot of compliment. If I decide to do something, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do it. Now I say that again. It sounds like bragging, but let me tell you why I'm so confident that I am going to execute what I'm going to execute.
Yes.
Because I have decided to not to accept everything what people say. It sounds that good. I do my own analysis of yes, no, I should do it, not do it, right? And I use all my knowledge and experience to decide that. So once I decide is the right thing to do, now how you implement. So same with the action plan. So once I decide with my coach that's the right thing to do, it will help me achieve my short-term goals and long-term goals.
Yes.
Now it's come to execution. Execution. Now, the thing with the execution is this, like I can give you 3-4 frameworks. So one is habits.
Okay.
Right. So developing habit is one of the things. I'm gonna give you 2 or 3 more tools on this, because people think, oh, my habit is whatever. I wake up late or I sleep late. I have a habit in the morning, and habit makes you are. It's all about discipline, right? So, for example, if I have to lose weight and become lean and all that, first of all, I have to develop a habit of not to eat rubbish.
Exactly.
Right. Okay. Low sugar and all that. I have to make a habit to go at least 3 times a week gym or just run or walk. I bought a smartwatch to do that because I can measure my sleep, and I don't sleep a lot, my bad habit. But my commitment to myself is I need to sleep at least 6.5 hours.
Yeah.
I don't sleep a lot, but whatever.
Me too, by the way. I don't sleep
but
a lot.
I know that at my age, when you're plus 40, to have a healthy life, you have to sleep.
Yeah.
So I have to change my habit. I have to try to go back early and, stop using computer. So, okay, but how you develop good habit? That's the biggest challenge, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So your nature is nature. So habit, one of the easiest way is things which makes you adopt bad habit, you take them out.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So for example, I never used to have I have to drink more water. I don't drink water. I intentionally now put a bottle in beside my laptop. So I keep looking at it, and eventually I'm going to pick and drink. So just small example, same thing. So what habits you have to change to implement the plan?
Okay.
Right. That's one tip.
Yeah. So
right?
number 1 is habits.
Habits. Change habits.
It helps in the execution
Exactly.
part.
More.
Perfect.
Right. Now, the second problem with execution is following. That people, again, if I give a framework, so let's assume on the x-axis you have effort.
Okay.
Right. And on the y-axis you have time.
Okay.
Right. And with the coaching, you come up with your strength, weakness, you come up with the plan. Right. And plan have a lot of actions. Do this, go and read this book, take this coach, go on networking, learn leadership, do presentation, go and network with people who can speak, start a podcast, editing. I can go on.
A lot of
too
things.
many things, right? People spend too much time and too much effort in listing what they have to do.
Again, effort is on the x-axis.
So time is on x-axis and effort is on y-axis. So if you draw a circle,
okay,
people are spending too much time and too much effort in listing what they want to do.
Okay.
Coming up with massive action plans, massive things to have to do. Great. Too much time. Right? But then when they move to it, they get overwhelmed.
Yes.
Right? They can't prioritize which one is which. Right? And they can't execute. So if you draw the circle of execution, which is time and effort, so listing is big, execution is very small.
Yes, this is very common.
Right? Now, my suggestion is swap it. Swap it. So you discuss with your coach, what are the 3 things I need to do in next 3 months? Just tell me 3 things.
Specific.
Very specific. And And then you prioritize which. I don't care which one. Just pick one. And I tell you why I'm just saying just pick one. You execute it. You spend so much time and so much effort, so much time and so much effort in execution.
Yes.
Right? Do it, measure it, see you're good at it or not. So success. Plan, do, check, act. You heard about this naming philosophy of continuous improvement?
No.
Okay, let me give you a coaching.
Yeah, please.
Another framework.
Yeah.
Another framework of implementing any improvement, because coaching is improvement, right?
Exactly.
Improvement of yourself or your own plan. It's called plan, do, check, act. So so once you pick your 3 or 2 things you want to do, you want to put everything, every time, every effort you have into implementing. You with me so far?
Okay.
But you also need to do. So you said these are things I'm going to do. Plan. You do it.
Okay.
You check did I do it or not, and then act, plan, do, check, act. Right.
Okay.
So I was right, and I'm gaining confidence in that. So and then this goes in circle. Keep doing plan, do, check, act. Plan, do, check, act. Right? So what will happen is you will see either you are successful in it or you are failing in it. Either there's 2 options, right?
Exactly.
And if you are successful in it to a certain extent, then you gain confidence. Great.
I
tried,
did it.
I did it. I see
did it.
improvement, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to bed on 3 a.m. I'm going to 1:30. I'm getting 5-6 hours sleep. Look at my watch. Great. I'm feeling great. I have great energy.
Yeah.
Feel good about it, and I'm more productive. I'm more focused, right? But if you're not doing it, and you tried it, and you still can't do whatever you said, drink more water, or go to gym, or read more books, and not getting knowledge, then what will happen is you go to catch. I tried it. It's not working. Maybe you pick the right priority. Let's pick the next 3, right? So just pick the next 3 and see which one works for you. Again, more effort, time, plan, do, check, act. But eventually, if you try it for 6 weeks, 8 weeks, you're gonna pick which one is working for you.
Yeah.
Right?
And the creation of the habit will come along the way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So create habits. Then the execution part is prioritization.
Priorities.
Prioritization is important, right, from that plan. So prioritize, and then you move to this whole time and effort. Again, adopt the framework of plan, do, check, act. So my coaching or right now personal thing is to learn more about LLMs and AI. Right now, this move to, I think people might disagree, but I'm just sharing my mentee experience. I think there's many different way of learning. Right? You read, you listen.
Visual, auditory.
Whatever you need to understand. That's the awareness part. You need to understand that. So once you know your learning part, and I think the best way to learn and make self-accountable, start sharing that knowledge.
Yeah, sharing knowledge.
Sharing knowledge.
Yeah.
Whatever you gain, social media, friends. So that once you speak and you say, I'm doing it, that gives you confidence, right? And you see other people are nodding. That again give you this, okay, I'm in the right track. I'm doing the right things. Let's do more of it.
Yes.
Right? So start sharing the good things you're doing and learning.
This is my way of learning, by the way, because when I share knowledge, I feel the piece of information is stuck in my mind better.
Exactly.
Much more. Since I was a kid, by the way, I used to bring my friends, and even if it's teddy bears, and I used to teach, I used to speak. Whenever you speak and you use your senses, you use your words, you listen to yourself, the piece of information is already stuck there.
Right. And to close off this question of execution, I would give this example with, I'm a sports coach, I'm a level 2 cricket coach as well, and they say discipline and hard work beat talent every day.
Definitely.
Every day.
100%.
You don't have to be super clever.
Yeah.
Right? You don't have to be super smart. You don't have to be, well read. But if you are just disciplined and you know to work hard, you can beat anybody. And I'm the living example of this, and I have a lot of people who are not really good student and probably actually my coach Ahmed Siddiqui, he himself tell you he was a failed student, right? But he's the smartest guy I know because he's very good in basically doing these 2 things. He's a hardworking guy, very disciplined.
So, Doctor, I want you to share with us a real example of someone who was not very talented, but because he was disciplined and he was a hard worker, he was able to achieve his goal.
Yes, Kohli. So I was in UK. I was moved by Eaton to a supply chain manager for a big plant. It was 200 people, $200 million sales.
Yeah.
And when I was hired, and I have to transform the whole supply chain and the people. And there was a lot of legacy people. Go there 15 years, 20 years.
Yeah.
And my direct manager said, "Oh, this guy, his name is Steve Dooley, right? He's a temp. he's rubbish. And one of the things you have to do in first 3 weeks is to sack him and hire somebody else.
Oh my God.
Like straight.
Termination.
No, straight. Yeah, straight. He's
oh my
rubbish. Just let him go. Right. That was the thing. I said, okay. As being a manager, I take that advice and I listened to him. I said, okay, I want to make my own views. And I talked to this guy. He had no education, but he was making an effort and sending himself. No, he has basic school, college education, but he's shown that he's starting doing his BA in supply management degree, going to evening school, and he was just getting engaged. So his motivation only was that I'm in love, I have a girlfriend, I just need to stay in the job. So, I want to, propose her to fiance and have family. That's what I wanted. No career, nothing. That thing is, I don't lose my girlfriend. His name is Steve Dooley. I said, okay, mate, if that's the case, I just told him straight up. That's the direction I've got. I've been asked to let you go. Now, what do you got to say? Tell me why I shouldn't let you go.
Yeah.
I don't know you, but I want to hear your part of the story. And then he went across and he shared his trauma and what happened to him, whatever.
Previous experiences.
Within the company, why it happened. I said, okay. Then I said, I look two things in people. That, okay, can you work hard and can you learn? I don't expect you to be super smart or whatever, but what I expect you to do, can you are disciplined enough to work hard and can you learn? So I said, you got 3 weeks. I'm going to tell you to do 3 things. And I want you to work very hard and I want you to learn them very fast.
Wow. Work very hard, learn very fast.
Just show me these 2 things. And I said, what I mean? I said, okay, I want you to be the first person in the office and I want you to go the last person to go. Because I want to show people you're working hard and I don't want you to go to your smoking breaks and all that. Sit on your computer, do this, talk to people, engage in a meeting, give him few things. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I told him, okay, but he was doing everything but nothing. And I think that's the part of the problem. People don't, like he was doing a bit of purchase orders, a bit of planning, a bit of logistics, a bit of whatever. He did not have a scope which was defined.
Focus
Scope. So I can show that he is contributing to this function
Clarity.
Or this job. What is his JD or job responsibility basically? What he owns. He was owning nothing. So I said, what I want you to do, I need to focus on demand planning. He said, I've got nothing about demand. Okay, this is the guide, that's the book, that's a YouTube video. Go and learn this. Yeah. And I want you to show me next week, you work over the weekend and you have done this Excel file, download the data from ERP, create a demand forecast.
Super nice.
Very specific, very specific task.
Yeah.
Right. You have to be very specific in asking people what you're asking.
Yeah.
Right.
Not to get distracted or overwhelmed.
Now, the interesting part, let me tell you this, it's true and again, maybe controversial advice, but I believe on it. I hope people don't find it controversial. Now, he came next week. He didn't do what I asked him to do.
Oh my God.
He did not read what I'd asked him to read. And he did not create any focus asking him to do. It was a simple task.
The execution didn't come.
Yeah. So any story of success doesn't happen without the failure rate and all that, right?
Yeah.
So in that story, so again, he came in the morning, because white people drink and all that, he looks shit. I can smell alcohol from him. So he was partying hard and all that, right? And it was very cold day. I brought him in the office. When he walks in, I can smell it. I was like, right. And when you give people a feedback, I have a very simple rule. And I'm going to, sorry for using that word, but in England we use it, right?
Feel free.
Do not make a shit sandwich. Do not say you're great and you're shit. And that's you're great.
I just hate it, It's like the burger technique.
Yeah.
Good, bad, good.
Don't do that.
What the hell is this?
Do not do that. Right?
Yes.
If I have to give a feedback of somebody saying, I ask you to do this is what your behavior, you have to give a feedback on people. Okay, this is what we agreed. This is what you have done. That's the outcome.
Perfect.
Right? So again, as a now this is advice to the coaches or mentors. How you give feedback to somebody. Explain the scenario wherever you are, explain the impact to a business or to a person, and then say, okay, how are we going to fix it going forward? Consequence, right?
Yes.
So I told him, mate, that is not good enough. I'm trying to give my personal time to help you to keep this job. So you do what you want to do, get up hopefully a permanent contract, hopefully grow in this business, hopefully, get married and whatever you want, or engaged in whatever.
Yeah.
You're wasting my time, mate.
Exactly.
This is just rubbish.
Yeah.
I'm going to unless you now show me what I ask you to do within this week, I'm not going to waste your time. And that day's your last day. Did not said anything good about himself.
Okay.
Not like he was a good listener, he had good motivation. I could have said a lot of good things about him at that point. I didn't say anything.
You didn't use this technique.
I just told him, we agreed this,
Yeah.
we agreed on this plan, and you didn't do it. That's the consequence. Not good enough. Literally not good enough.
You showed him what can happen. What's the consequence that might happen from
Exactly.
your actions.
Exactly. And he was very down naturally, and he was whatever. He was like miserable for 2 days, didn't talk to me, fine. But I think something clicked on him, right? I think when all the alcohol went down and the whole thing started. And within 3 days, on the Friday night, when I was just leaving, he said, Mud, can I have, people call me Mud in England,
Yeah.
can I have 10 minutes? I said, okay, sure. And can you come to my laptop? I said, yeah, sure. So we sit down and he showed me the forecast.
Oh, it happened.
Within the week. He did show me that. Right. I said, when did you do it? He said, I was working for last 2 days and I didn't do anything. I just did that. Right.
Because he started to visualize
Yeah.
the consequence.
And I still remember that moment. It's a very trivial moment, but I think it was very important for him. And I said, I think you've done a great job, mate. Well done. And I think that's the best thing I've seen in this company since I came in.
Oh,
And the dude was crying.
really? Oh,
Yeah.
that was so touching.
Yeah,
Oh.
he was crying.
He
Right.
cried.
Yeah. Because he didn't think himself that he could do it. That's the problem, that people don't believe that they could do it. So once with my mentoring coaching, with very specific plan and with helping him execution, telling him he was rubbish as well, and then helping to improve and then deliver what he said. And he did a good job. He learned formulas, Excel formulas. It's not easy what I asked him to do. He watched YouTube videos. He literally read what I gave him.
Yeah.
But he did it. So the moral of the story is, you got to execute.
Yes.
Right. And he did, after failing miserably over the weekend, he did execute. I said, okay, send me this file. Let me send to Michael, my boss,
Yeah.
and let me see what he's done. And actually, I said, forward me that email to him. So now as a mentor and coach, as a manager, I could have taken all the credit. I could have said, I have done it. I could have said
Yeah.
whatever. I said, no, I'm a sincere to this guy. I want to mentor and coach him. I'm going to finish the story shortly. I forward that email to Michael saying, Steve has done this. I think it's pretty good. We have a first focus. What do you think? He said, really? Steve has done it? Yeah, Steve. Okay, ask him to come and see me. Because he couldn't believe. I think I'm just bullshitting him, right?
Yeah.
I said, Steve, go and see him.
He wants the proof.
Yeah,
He wants to see by himself.
And he said, so Steve said, you want to go with me? I said, no, I'm not going. You've done the work. Go and explain what you've done. He went to see. He explained what he's done. He said, Mud has coached me this. He said, and Michael said, is this really the same guy? Who's
Oh
just
my
drunk
God.
over the weekend, hardly focused on others? Yes, same guy. Are you sure, Mud? Yes, yeah, sure, Mud. What do you want to do? I said, I think I want to keep him for at least 3 months, see what it does.
Yeah.
So again, cycle. That's your 3 months target. You do this. Then eventually I got him a full-time job. So after 2 years, believe me or not, the guy who was in the first, I was given a job and I was told, sack him in 3 weeks.
Yes.
When I was leaving after 2.5 years, he replaced me as a supply chain manager.
Oh, he got promoted.
Not just he got a permanent job, he got one promotion as a demand planner. Then he became my assistant manager.
Mashallah.
And then he replaced me as a plant supply chain manager. Right now, he's a director of supply chain.
MashaAllah. Oh my God.
And the guy thanked me forever. I said, mate, it's all you. I just guided you. I didn't do anything for you.
Now, you know, you did something very, very important, is that you allowed him to take his self-validation from himself to unlock his own potential, really, and not to get impacted by the negative words that he needs to get terminated, he's not qualified enough. So what you did is that you did something for him as a person, not him as a technical skill. And this is, by the way, it's a very, very crucial part of being a coach. And what I really like is that you didn't take the credit for yourself. When you went to your boss, you were like, it's his job. He's the one who did it.
Because I don't have my own credibility issues. I know what I am. I know what I can show.
Yeah.
For me as a leader, I think there's a famous quote, leaders create leaders, not followers.
Yes.
And people get so worried if I train somebody, he's going to replace the job. And I think that strategy is one of the biggest career blocks for anybody. Because my strategy is other way around. I go there, I take a job, and I want to make myself redundant as quickly as possible. Because I want to develop smart people, delegate all the complex stuff, so I can do what my boss is doing or the guy I'm after the job, so I can replace him.
Yes.
But to do that, I need to do my current job very well. How can I do my current job very well? Because if I need to train and mentor people
Yes.
to get to this point. That's my strategy. In 12 years, I have 6 promotions every time. My company never have to hire from outside. Always internal person ready to replace me. Always.
MashaAllah.
Right.
MashaAllah.
And I'm doing the same with my business. I travel a lot. I travel like, 14 countries this year only speaking. And I'm running a business. I've got like 11 people.
Yeah.
And people say, how you travel and business and all that, and you're still putting out content and you're still putting out courses, you're still making apps. I was like, mate, I have a call with them. I encourage people to learn more, work hard, same theory, and learn more always, work hard. Come up with the new ideas, your own ideas, Google strategy. Google give people 30% their own time to create something, which they use it.
Yes.
Same thing, if there's a good practice available, do that. Same good practice, if you want to have a meeting, 2 pizza technique of Jeff Bezos. Don't have 20 people in the room, only have 8 people, stand up, 15 minutes, khalas.
Yeah, finish.
Right,
Finish.
so my team meetings happens 4 times a week, right? It's 40 minutes max, half an hour. I don't even talk to them for the rest of the day.
Perfect. Because, you know why? Because you already, khalas, you build a strong team. So...
Not all of them are strong, but we're going to make them strong.
In the process.
In the process, right? They're learning because self-accountability. And if they come, sometimes I know they come with a rubbish idea. I still let them do it because I just want them to either realize, okay, first I can execute, or I did implement a rubbish idea, didn't do anything, or at least, okay, how can I come better next time with my feedback and improve it? Yeah. So therefore, we do a lot of things. It's because the culture of self-accountability is there. Yeah. In fact, I wish I can show you my laptop on the phone. You will not say in my calendar, it's called it team meeting or team brief. It says lean accountability.
Oh, that's lean accountability.
Lean accountability. And I'll show you after this podcast. Right?
Thank you.
So lean accountability concept come from the Japanese culture I learned. So in Japan, because I work for Bridgestone and this is what I learned.
Yeah.
In Japan, managers and leaders are actually mentors. They literally think that you are a mentor to train people.
Yes.
And they think all it lean accountability means that we heard about lean manufacturing, everything,
yes.
Kaizen and all that. That rather than me saying, okay, this needs to happen, right? For example, we have to plan this podcast. Or Deena, you're going to do this arrangement and editing and all that. Okay, you take an action, right? If I'm your manager, I'm not going to ask you the deadline of when you're going to do it. So I'm going to say, I'm not going to give you the deadline of when you want it because I need it tomorrow.
Micromanagement.
No. Yeah. No, what lean culture says, accountability says, Dean, when you can do it? When you can do it? I said, okay, 3 days. Okay, I think this is a bit urgent. What do you think? Can you do it quicker? Okay, I might do it in a couple of days. All right, cool.
It's coming from me.
Yeah, it's come from you. So people think you and your team are very good in execution. I never give them deadline. I said when you can do it. So when you said I'm going to do it next week, Tuesday, that means if you don't do it, you're not failing me, mate.
Yes.
You're failing yourself. And nobody want to fail themselves. No one wants to do that.
Definitely. And you're indirectly building up my accountability because I'm the one who suggested the date. Yes. So it's creating as well the accountability.
Long answer of your question, but
super nice. No, very, very insightful. But I want to also take you through a part, since we talked about the managers, that the manager has to be a mentor by himself. Now, a lot of organizations, we see that the leaders, they go for very big programs for coachings and they take a lot of trainings. And then when they come back to the organization with the employees, you can tell that the organization, it's not a culture of coaching. The coaching is not embedded in the DNA of the organization. And vice versa. We see other organizations where the managers are hands in hands with the employees and they are aligned. And coaching is part of the culture, even for the senior managers, for the peer-to-peer coaching. So how do you see these two different types of organization? An organization where coaching is embedded in its culture and another organization which is not.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear, right?
Yeah.
Embedded in culture means is a part of the fabric, the way they do business and live and breathe. Clearly, the engagement levels, the ability to learn people, share knowledge, share experience, it's basically have more chance of success. If you just do a one-off ad hoc intervention, right? It's just look like an event with no no continuous implementation, right? And
Yeah.
that's why it doesn't work. And I work for both types of organization, so I know what you're talking about. The first
Yes.
one, the one which just somebody go went in and come back and never given an opportunity, never gonna work. So for example, I've been sent to a training which I come back and never applied, and I've been sent to a training which is part of my job, and it worked.
It worked. Yeah, very good. Type. By the end of our podcast, definitely I want to take from your experience regarding the AI
Okay.
and the digitalization.
Right.
How we can embed the AI in our career development these days.
Easy.
I want to know all the tips. Please let me know because I'm not good at AI until
wish,
now.
Honestly, I mean, I think I almost believe that I'm born in a very great era, right? Anybody who born in early 1980s. So we have seen anything from analog, VHS, right?
Yeah.
You have to go to the neighbors to pick up the phone, right?
Exactly.
And I was like a remote control for my dad. Okay, go and turn on the voice and all this.
And my dad has a telephone in the car.
Yeah. No, well, this come later, and then we moved to went to uni, and then we have this dial-up internet thing,
Yes.
and then we literally seen the first mobile coming in, and then after my job, I had the first BlackBerry, and then goes in and smartphones,
Yes.
and so literally seen the life pre-internet, post-internet. And now we always see this Terminator 2 and Alien gonna come and AI will take over. Now AI is here, and now we are seeing the revolution. Furthermore, just to brag about in the era that we have seen COVID, like any pandemic which happened once in 100 years, and financial crisis which happened once in 100 years. So a lot of experience to share. So giving this example,
Yes.
AI comes in and AI in your palm. So think about AI. You have a PhD on your palm who has all the knowledge you need to have. And I think take a paid version of Google Gemini or ChatGPT because you can upload files and you can do more.
Yeah.
So what you can upload, so for example, you really do not need a mentor and coach anymore. I know I'm just killing jobs for mentor and coaches, but honestly, in my view, they don't, right? Even that's why all these consulting companies like Deloitte and McKinsey and Accenture, they letting people go in thousands because the analyst and strategy consultant are not needed. So let me give you a simple technique. So
But
okay,
still,
give me a quick scenario. Give me a scenario which I have to prepare a plan.
Okay, like for example, I don't want to go for a digital career coaching. I want to go for a humanized,
Okay.
a human to human interaction. In the coming era,
Yeah.
a person might go for a digital coaching rather than a human coaching.
Yeah. Yes, I'm 100% yes. So the point is, let's call it career development plan. So
Yeah.
we give this career development plan, which is your current weaknesses, your short-term goals, long-term goals. So you could be, so in fact, you can write a prompt, which stands for, I think, persona, whatever. Say, think like a career coach, right? I want to develop my career or become a C-level operations director, or I want to become a CMO in whatever company. This is my CV. This is what I know. This is what I think I'm not good at. I'm not good in execution. And basically, you can upload few more things about you if you have any
My
assessment
values.
reports. My values. This is what
Yeah.
value for me. I don't party, drink, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And say, but this is what I want to go. So tell me, and this is my short-term goals, long-term goals. Give me the plan and give me the things I need to change. And and you also say following, my English is not very good, give me in simple.
Yeah.
Also, give me a realistic timeline to doing that. Also, you can ask, prioritize for me, put into phases.
Priorities.
Right.
Or my family conditions.
Yeah,
Like
whatever.
Whatever personal
So
conditions.
the thing is, just don't randomly type and ask, then you won't get the right answer.
Okay.
So what you do, you upload the information you got, define the parameters, define the phases you want, define the timelines you want,
Yeah.
define that, make sure you take into account my constraints and make sure you double down on my strength, and give me a good execution plan which realistically I can implement. And furthermore, you can say, I have a job, I work 9 to 5, I have a daughter as well, I have to give her to school.
Yeah.
I only have 3 hours left in a week.
All the circumstances of the day.
You put that in, it's going to take time to do that. And once you get out of this, it will be magical, my friends. I assure you that.
I promise you, tonight I'll do it.
You do it.
On ChatGPT, I'll say everything and I will get from the AI my career development plan.
Yeah, I'm doing it myself. So for example, we are Academy, we got apps. we were struggling to grow in the revenue, right? And I did this whole, I put a strategy document, our customers persona, I put everything in, right? I said, we need, and they said, oh, develop IT, and I said, I cannot raise money anymore. I want to grow organically.
Yes.
Give me high money making, and I've got 135 expert, that's my persona. I put everything in about us. Then I said, you can go for fractional consulting. Right, that means rather than doing fractional consulting means you say to go to a small medium-sized leaders. They don't have money to hire someone like you because you're experienced and expensive and all that. You can say, I can work with you 1 day a week, give you the strategy, mentor your team, work with you 6 weeks, and I guarantee results, if not money back guarantee. The point is, I'm now implementing that strategy. I didn't even know I can think like this.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Super insightful. I'm very, very thankful, Dr. Muddassir, for coming here. And I want to say that I have been trying to meet you, I think maybe 4 or 5 months back.
Sure.
And finally, it came to reality. So I'm very thankful
I
for
want to
this.
give you, actually, I want to give an example of execution which is very much relevant to this podcast, Deena. So Deena is right. She's been chasing me for a long time, travel, all that, not complete. So even intermittently, and I think there was a family...
Yeah, I had a family issue a couple of months back.
Yeah, and the incident happened, and you have to take care of this. Even before and after, you continue to have, WhatsApp with me, engage with me, and you keep following it up. When you coming, when we can do it. And then you were very diligent in sending me all the profile. You were very diligent sending me the location. You were very diligent, and even you send me the background. And the example of that is you are very good in execution of this.
Thank you. Thank you. I just wanted to keep the follow-up along the months
so
to make it
a
happen.
small example. But now we have made the video. Now we're going to go out. I'm going to share. The point is, that's the difference in between somebody who can execute it better or somebody who just talks about it. With that, that's probably my final best advice.
Super nice. Thank you. Thank you very much,
Pleasure
Dr.
to have you. I
Muddassir.
loved it.
It's
It was
my
a really
pleasure.
great interview. Thank you.
It's my pleasure.
Cheers.
Thank you very much. Thank you, my dear.
Thank you.